Couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Will kick off first, and here we go. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Throwing Russell. Wide open downfield.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Got his man.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He wants to change this route. Again, it's Russell. Gets it out quickly. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
No, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the draw, it's Lacey. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Working that left side now. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to throw for it. Unloads it left. It's complete. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Once he got some room, it was over.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Tide ready to roll on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Russell unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! On to attempt to try.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Makes the grab in their space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
To the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Lacey. Hard-hitting tackle.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Quick release by the QB. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The Tide will have to call their first timeout after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Keelan Russell. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Right on target this time. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Across the 25. All kinds of room to the right. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown time!
I'll tell you what, Palmer, offensive coordinators, they script these things, right? And they get with you, and what do you like? What do you want to run? So far, the script is perfect. Like everything going off as they wanted to. This is about as good a start for an offense as you can draw on.
And it's crazy, David, because when you have skilled players like they have on offense and guys that are so dangerous with the football in their hands, you almost feel as a play caller like anything I dial up is going to work. And you're seeing that early in this game. Balance, throwing, a beautiful run right there, everything working right now and going according to plan.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback gets the first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a look at the stats of what has been a high-scoring early part of this game. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll go right back to the run. There's a crease. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Sends it downfield. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quarterback may change this route. The run inside. It's Hill. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, better look out. Hard running there. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49.
We got all these fancy pass plays and all these fancy formations and shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in. Really nice job by the offense, hitting you with the draw, with the unexpected. Nice job getting a big game.
Using his legs, it's Lindsey. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Lacy. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Cook. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Maybe some room here. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He's up to 57 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Lost to fire on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Picks up the first down. He's loose. Touchdown, Rebels. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing Russell. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Looking to pass, it's Russell. Throws to the tight end. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Russell. Got his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a hit. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time and you get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll run it from the gun. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short. But what a play to get the football back. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Keelan Russell. Rushes on him. Looking for the end zone.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Fires toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on fourth down from the 17. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they go back on top. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the number 11 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Bruins with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. Moves them to 7-1 on the year, an awfully good start so far. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Lacey. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes that Alabama offense. Making side adjustments here. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Throwing Russell. Pressure coming. He unleashes a long one. It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Out of the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep...
Might have a chance. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The short hands, it's Cunningham. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Using his feet to buy time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
On the move. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Russell. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
To the air, it's Russell. Spits it out to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside, it's Hill. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Go. Keelan Russell. That's caught. It's Hill. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
The give from the gun. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Running the red zone. It's Hill. Steamrolls his way ahead. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Throwing Russell. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the Tide answer.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. With the catch, it's Cunningham. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Off the RPO, complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. The Rebels surge back on top.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Russell. He's going to fire deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I'm not surprised by the decision-making of this QB. Like, I would go there, too. Like, he's been the go-to guy, man. He's already got 2 touchdown passes on the day. So I'm going to take shots because I believe in my wide receiver. Sometimes it's not going to come home, and it didn't on that play. Tip your cap to the defense, but I got a feeling that's not the last ball he'll throw his way.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Keelan Russell. Under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's going to run it. Got the first himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Throwing Russell. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Going to the run, it's Hill. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Bringing the heat. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
I love the play call in this situation. You need 1 1st down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with the win, David.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the football. We gotta play safe. No. I'm putting the ball in my best player's hands, telling him to go end this thing, and he does exactly that.
And the quarterback takes a knee in victory formation, and he'll get to do it one